From the North Portland Eagles Lodge, it's NWA Blue Collar Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Patty's Home Plate Diner, Smack Dabs, Malibu's Bar and Grill, and KOUV Radio.
Hello, welcome to the No Holds Barred Show. I'm your host, DJ Lugranch. We're here at the North Portland Eagles Lodge, 7611 North Exeter for NWA Blue Collar Wrestling. My normal broadcast partner, Mason Storm, has fallen ill, and I have John Q. Rapsalot in here with me today. What's up, John?
Not much. How you doing today, Lugranch?
Not too bad, not too bad. It's a little hot in here, but seeming to get by. Go up to the snack bar and get me something more to drink here in a little bit, and that'll take care of it. Got a pretty, you weren't here last week. We had a major title change. Old Buddy Highway held the NWA Pacific Northwest television title for some 190-some days. Lost it to Keith Atkins via a screw job by Bad Blood. Blood came in and super kicked Highway and put Atkins on top of him, revived the referee, and we have a new champion.
Fantastic. Sounds like it's been action-packed since I left.
Oh, yeah.
Been about a month since I've been here last. I've been on-site, hands-on, personally attending to several of my clients and their respective various bookings and their fields of enterprise. So I have not actually been here to be able to be personal here in person in BCW, but the action never stops, as evidenced by the update you just dropped on me.
Definitely. We've had some nonstop action. We actually had Jeff Cobb from Lucha Underground in-house last week wrestle the match. We had some new talent coming in from other Northwest promotions. And I saw a few new guys in the dressing room today, as a matter of fact, that might be on the card this evening. Got Roy Lovejoy out here.
The incomparable Roy Lovejoy.
Yeah, look at them shoes. Those are shiny. Let's see what Roy has to say.
Let's try this again. Are you ready to have some fun? That's what I'm talking about. All right. She's actually sitting over here. I can't believe it. All right. So come and see Patty for your programs. All right. At Intermission, who was that? Emperor Void. All right. So at Intermission, they're going to have a drawing. You can win discounts and free food at Patty's, or you could win 2 free tickets to next week's show. All right. And then the wrestler that's being headlined in the program is Emperor Void, and he'll be out here sitting at a table, and you'll have the opportunity at Intermission to meet Emperor Void. Over here at the front door, Shannon's sitting over there. She's got 50-50 raffle tickets. Go get your raffle ticket. You got a chance to walk out of here with some money. We also have our merchandise table. That's a nice bright orange shirt and hat. Right? Go over there, check out the merchandise, see if there's something you like. Buy it, all right? We got the ladies back here cooking. We have our snow cones over here. Those are always good on a hot day. And of course, my favorite person, the bartender Connie over there. She makes an amazing drink. Yeah. Give it up for Connie. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so as I'll tell you, all matches tonight are sanctioned by the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, and the president, Bruce Thorpe. So everything that happens in this ring is sanctioned by the NWA. You guys ready?
The crowd is indeed ready here tonight at BCW.
Hot crowd tonight here at BCW.
Well,
that is
right
correct.
Now, I'm gonna interrupt some of his thunder. We had a match scheduled tonight. If you were here, who was here last week? Yeah, who was here last week? So if you were here last week, you noticed that crazy Russian interrupted the national anthem on the 4th of July. Yeah, exactly. Well, Tex Thompson came out, and he had a few words for Petrov, and then he told Petrov that he was going to wrestle him tonight. Well, guess what? Somebody's not here because he's worried about his safety, and I can guarantee you it's not Tex Thompson. But you know what? I think I'll bring Tex Thompson out right now, and he can tell you all about it. So let's hit his music, Allie.
So we got Gregor Petrov absent from the card tonight.
Your NWA Pacific Northwest. He's one half of the tag team champions. Here he is, BCW. Give it up for Cowboy Tex Thompson. And as you see, coming to the ring with Tex Thompson, carrying the greatest flag in the world, is Sarge.
Yeah, last week Gregor Petrov pulled a bold move in the 4th of July weekend, interrupted the national anthem. Was not favored upon by the BCW fans whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not here. Petrov doesn't have too many fans in the crowd here in BCW anyways. He's always getting under their skin. They love to hate him, though.
Crowd's got the USA chant going for Mr. Tex Thompson.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
At least I know my mic works.
Hello, hello, hello.
Tex is trying to get his microphone
Once
to
again,
work
we
there.
have technical difficulties with the mics.
We got a new soundboard for the sound girl. She does an excellent job. Her name is Alex. She doesn't get enough of the proper recognition she should. But they gave her a brand new soundboard, and she actually wasn't here last week when they brought the new board in.
Here.
Little something.
Here.
So this is her first week operating it.
You can't go far away from me.
A lot of people do a lot of hard work behind the scenes at BCW here.
What's up, North Portland?
Here you go.
I'll have to talk to the sound girl on that one. So, as you can tell, my leg is better. But last week I was a little torqued off. Now, I'm sorry, kids, plug your ears, but I was a little pissed off.
Oh, Tex with the blue language.
You know, when you come out here and disgrace our country and interrupt our national anthem, son, I fought for this country. The people before me fought for this country, and if it wasn't for them, your ass wouldn't be here.
Tex took that move Petrov made kind of personal.
So, I don't know where you got your information from.
Chest.
Oh, we got it now.
It works for me. It likes me.
Well, you know how it is.
It likes. Well, yeah, there. See?
Now it works. Okay.
Yeah, it works.
But you go ahead and hold on to that.
I'll hold on to this one.
So, this is how it's going to go down. Now, is he here or he isn't?
I was told that Gregor Petrov is not going to show up tonight because we don't have the security here and he doesn't feel protected.
Well, somebody's going to have to protect him with me kicking his ass.
Well, I think that's probably what he was worried about. I think that's what he was worried about, Tex, but he used security as his excuse.
Okay, what would you folks think? I mean, I haven't seen this in a long time, haven't done this in a long time. How about like a flag on a pole match?
There are stars and bars in Texas eyes,
Like that
Lord
one? Would you guys like to see Old Glory hang up on a pole? So,
Well,
that's what I'm looking.
Uh-oh.
well, I think that's the music. I think that's the guy that can make it happen. That sounds like the NWA Pacific Northwest's commissioner's music, Mr. Kevin Brand.
Got Kevin Brandt coming out here. Must be going to make an important decision for us here. Texas just challenged Gregor Petrov to a flag on a pole match.
So you better have some good news. It's either he's here or we're going to have something going next week with Old Glory.
Well, you're right. He's not here because of the security problem. He's afraid these people are going to attack him. And you know what? After what he did last week. But you're not that old, my man.
I can't say I blame Petrov. Some of these fans are crazy at BCW.
Everything that's happened in this country is because of that flag. Okay? You want your flag match, flagpole match? You got it. Next Sunday.
Sounds like it's set, Grinch.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a flag on the pole match between Gregor Petrov and Tex Thompson. Now, I'm not sure exactly what a flag on a pole match entails, but I believe they're going to put a flag on each pole, and whoever can capture said flag first wins the match.
Let's do it!
All right.
Petrov may not be here today, but he's a wily competitor. He's no fool.
I don't know about
He'll have a trick or two up his sleeve, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. And Petrov don't back down from a fight. He's one mean individual.
And he always has a plan.
That is true.
So, are you guys ready for some wrestling? All right. Well, I didn't ask you. I was asking them over there because they're rowdy already. I kind of like these people. I'm just going to stand over here, and I'm just going to announce from over here. Because you know what? I see all kinds of beer over here. I like that. You know, yeah, all kinds of beer. All right. Beer. Yeah. Whiskey. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Get the first match started. All right, this guy came back to BCW last week. He'd been gone for months. And him and Demarcus James got into a war. So we're going to bring this guy back again this week. BCW, give a warm welcome to the one, the only, Emperor Void!
There he is, the man with the flaming hand, Emperor Void. A veteran in the Northwest wrestling scene. I talked to him once, John Q. I said, how the hell do you carry that flame out in your hand without burning your hand? You know what Void told me?
What's that?
He told me it burns my hand every night I carry it out. I just got a very high threshold for pain.
Here he is, Emperor Void!
Void's an impressive man.
That he is.
The whole atmosphere and tone of the room changed when he came through the door.
Void getting a very warm reception from the crowd.
All right. So last week at the end of the match, Void said he wanted a rematch. Well, guess what? He's got it. One fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming to the ring now. All of you know who this is. He needs no introduction. Here he is, Demarcus James!
Listen to the crowd go wild for Demarcus James.
Demarcus James, huge fan favorite here in BCW, former tag team champion, former Northwest Cruiserweight champion, former everything champion, I do believe.
I actually believe Demarcus regained that Cruiserweight championship here just recently. I saw a video on online today, as a matter of fact.
My bad, you're going to have to bring me up to speed, Lugrange. Like I said, I've been traveling the last month, tending to my various clients' need, and you just can't miss a week here at BCW because things fly and happen so fast.
No, correct. That championship we're talking about actually isn't out of BCW. It is a Northwest championship out of another promotion, but Demarcus has held numerous titles in numerous different promotions. And something kind of uncharacteristic last week, Demarcus he bent a lot of rules, I guess, is the simple way to put it. Now he's got a big grin for Void. I'm wondering if he's going to revert back to those same tactics to try to get another pinfall over Void this week.
Could simply be a case of no more Mr. Nice Guy with Demarcus James.
That is so true. We didn't see a handshake out of the two, so collar and elbow tie-up. Demarcus is backing Void into the corner with a vengeance. Are we going to see a clean break here?
Now, there's quite the history between these two. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lugrange. Aren't these former tag team partners?
Not since I've been here at BCW, but I could imagine they probably have teamed together somewhere along the line down the road. Both men have been in the business for quite some years. Demarcus was longtime former tag team partners with C.J. Edwards, who is out on an injury currently. Oh, look, we got the handshake.
Yeah, Void looked like he didn't buy into it too much, though.
Another collar and elbow tie-up. This time Void's going to back Demarcus towards the corner, scoops him up, rolls him over, and goes right for that face lock. Can't really see from this angle. I'm sure Void's got it locked in properly, not too low, not trying any kind of a choke.
Demarcus James looking for a handle. Looks like he found one.
He's working his way up. Very nice on the part of Demarcus James.
James giving up a little bit of size and strength here. It's smart of him to use his leverage and his quickness like that.
That is so true. What he gives up in strength, he will definitely has the superiority in speed. Void taking no time here. Gets Demarcus down, goes into that variation of an arm bar, and just wrenching on that arm.
Just stretching the ligaments and tendons.
Wait. Demarcus rolls him back over and goes for a pinfall attempt. Wait a minute, now Void's got him in a head scissors.
A slippery little guy there, Demarcus James is, but Void switched it right back around and said, not so fast.
Yeah, that's that veteran experience, Emperor Void. Got that locked in nice and tight around the neck of Demarcus James. And he's going to give him some stiff shots across the back, series of forearms. And Void's got Demarcus right where he wants him at this point.
Some kind of a sitting modified front face lock, but not. There we go.
That looked a little low. Demarcus puts the head into the midsection, we'll call it, of Void. But the fans don't approve of it, and I think it was a little low there.
Demarcus James redirecting the referee's attention.
Oh, and drops down for another one. Yeah, this is the same thing we saw Demarcus last week. He's constantly bending the rules, and we usually don't see that out of Demarcus.
I was just going to say I've seen Demarcus James several times over the past several years, and there's a whole different air about his presence.
Well, there's been there's some strange things. He hasn't held the title here at BCW in quite some while, and recently he went through kind of a spell where he reverted back to his alter ego of Kamazi, where he was who he wrestled as when he was trained in Japan, and a lot different wrestling technique, kind of a crazy guy, and I don't know. I think Demarcus is just trying to find his place here at BCW, these days. Void's going to scoop him up, shoots him off into the ropes, comes off. Nice spinning elbow. And Demarcus is going to go outside here and rethink things.
James catching a breath on the outside.
Very smart move on his behalf. He got to the 10 count to get back in. There's nothing wrong with taking a little timeout. They say timeouts aren't legal in wrestling, but you can sure get yourself a little 10 count timeout.
Void's confidence apparently is high, and the crowd's behind him some, and he's just sitting and waiting. Just open the door for Demarcus James to say, come on in, bud.
Demarcus finally going to make his way back into the ring here. He's favoring that jaw from that elbow. Void caught him good with that.
Void's a big boy. He lands solid shots. He looks deceptively strong.
Yes, he does. Oh, and Demarcus, this with a cheap shot with a slap right across the face of Void. Now, those are closed fists. The referee should be calling those. I can't see what's going on here. His back's turned to me, but he's got a really tight... Oh, wait, he's gouging Void in the eyes. Nice short drop kick from Demarcus puts Void on the canvas.
I'm not sure how to read these new tactics by Demarcus James. I'm not sure if I'm getting whiffs of frustration, desperation, or just outright anger from him.
Yeah, I think Demarcus is definitely out to prove a point of some sort, whether it be to the BCW staff, to the National Wrestling Alliance in general, or to the people out in the crowd. Maybe all of the above. Goes for a arrogant cover on Void and gets a 2 count out of it, actually. That was pretty close. Trying to scoop Void up for a body slam, but he doesn't quite have the power to get the big man up. Void's going to reverse it, and big, huge body slam to Demarcus.
I'm sure James is strong for his size, but Void seemed to have the leverage advance and just put the brakes on that.
That is so true. Nice elbow from Void to Demarcus. Void's going to hook the leg and go for the cover. Gets a 2 count. Demarcus kicks out and rakes the eyes at the same time.
That was a nice tight cover. He had James folded up on that.
He's going to scoop up Void. Big knee to the back. He's going to come off the ropes. Short clothesline levels Void.
Timber.
Marcus going to climb the ropes. He's going up the second floor. Oh, he's going up to the penthouse.
The crowd
Looks
here at
like
BCW making some noise.
Oh, he's walking the ropes. Comes off with a fist, but Void rolls out of the way, and Demarcus punches that mat hard. And there ain't much padding there. That mat you're looking at is 1-inch plywood with a thin layer of foam carpet padding on top of it.
You could break a knuckle. You could jam a finger. You could dislocate a wrist. Anything could happen there.
That is for sure.
Atomic drop by Void.
Very nice in the part of Void. He's going to scoop him up for another one. Nope, sets him up on the top rope. What's Void going for here? He's got him up on those ropes. He's shoving him over forward. Big kind of modified choke slam off of the top rope from Void to Demarcus. And Demarcus is feeling that.
Void looks pleased with his work.
I don't know that I trust Demarcus. He looks like he's playing possum. Referee's asking Demarcus if he wants to continue. It might be all over right here, folks. Demarcus is calling for help. Something's wrong with Demarcus here. I still don't know. See, look. Schoolboy. He's got his feet on the ropes. Gets the 3 count.
BAMN, lug wrench. By any means necessary.
That is correct, sir.
Void actually looked torn up about James' situation for half a second, just half a second, and that's just the only half a second that James needed. Now Void looks very, very irritated with himself, as well he should.
Well, Void took him off that top rope pretty hard, but I've seen Demarcus, take way, way, way more than that and get up and still come back fighting. And I thought something was kind of fishy there.
Void isn't a man that makes many mistakes either.
Demarcus is in grinning. He wants a handshake with Void. I don't know that Void's going to shake his hand, though.
Oh, James is pleased with his work. He just kind of seems like it's just part of the game, man. Part of the game. It's just mental chess, and I just bested you one. That's all. It's all good. We're all good.
Well, the playing possum's one thing, but he did use the ropes to get the pinfall.
Oh, James appealing to the crowd, and Void accepts it with a point.
Yeah, Void's telling him, you better watch your P's and Q's there, Demarcus. I think Void wants another piece of Demarcus. I don't think we've seen the last of these two.
Now James is making his point, and Void may or may not be accepting it.
Yeah, both men having words here.
Well, the discussion continues in the ring, but it seems to be kind of one-sided at this point.
They don't have microphones. I can't hear what they're saying. He was talking something about a tag team.
Double confirmation on the handshake. An uneasy alliance for now.
Once again, BCW, the winner of this match, Demarcus James.
And Demarcus still gets a warm response from the crowd, even though he cheated to win.
Yeah, but he did it in a kind of lovable fashion.
Yeah, he did. I guess it doesn't matter as long as it's a win. That's what counts.
I don't believe he was hurt for a second. But I got to admit, he used his head. All right. All right. So, if you look at your programs, the next match says Gregor Petrov versus Tex Thompson. Well, we all know that Gregor Petrov's a chicken, and he's not here.
Purely
That's right. That's not what he said. He said that he wasn't here because he feared for his own safety. Well, you know what? If I walked out that door and interrupted the national anthem, I'd fear for my own safety too. But guess what? We found a replacement for Gregor Petrov.
Oh, wow.
It's somebody
What if
that
he's Russian?
BCW has not seen in a very, very long time. So I'm hoping that BCW is going to welcome back the way that we always welcome people back. Ali, let's hit his music.
I wonder who this is, John Q.
BCW, give a warm welcome back to the one, the only, Zack Wyinners!
Oh, we got wonderful Zack Wyinners in the house. I don't know if you ever had the pleasure of watching this man wrestle, John Q.
I think the Zack Wyinners experience is going to be a new one for old John Q.
Yeah, Zack Wyinners, a veteran here at the Pacific Northwest, wrestles multiple promotions around the area. Was a regular here at BCW for quite some time. And he's been absent for months here. I can't remember the last time. It's probably been a good 8 months.
Wonderful, Zack Wyinners. Stupid. The same name I've been going by for the past 5 years. Stupid.
All right, wonderful jackass, Zack Wyinners.
Wow, Zack had some words for Lovejoy there.
I was going to say, looks like an instant friendship.
All right.
Fans definitely letting Zack Wyinners know that they have not forgotten him here at BCW.
NW half of the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. Here he is, Cowboy Tex Thompson.
I think Lovejoy might have accidentally dipped his mouthpiece into his whiskey when he was taking a sip.
Yeah, I think that happens every week.
Coming once again to the ring with Tex Thompson is Sarge.
Tex is still a little fired up from his interview earlier. Still got stars and bars on his eyes. Is that eagle feathers growing out the back of his neck?
I don't know what that is. You never know what's going to happen with Tex Thompson. Tex out here with that Brannon iron, calls Brannon. He's got Sarge in tow with the American flag.
That was a clumsy joke at Texas patriotism.
Yeah, I got you. It took a minute.
Tex fired up for the match tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to be interesting to see what Zack Wyinners has to offer here. He's definitely came with a different attitude than what he had previously when he was last here at BCW.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't know if it's going to matter tonight. Zack might be returning, but Tex, like I said, he's got the stars and bars in his eyes right now. He might look at Zack Wyinners and see nothing but hammers, sickle, and jumper cables.
Yeah, true. But it isn't the 4th of July. That was last week, so...
Zack Wyinners might just eat a bunch of Texas Rage on Regford Petrov here.
Zack up on the apron looking like he's getting ready for business here. Got Sign Guy officiating this match.
Wyinners looking pretty cool, calm, and collected. He seems to think he has it all in hand.
Tex Thompson definitely the experience factor in this match. The youth factor is going to go to Zack Wyinners. Oh, goes for the collar and elbow tie-up, but Zack ducks through there. Kind of wipes his sweat off and says, that's how you deal with Tex Thompson. I think Tex appreciated that.
Tex doesn't look bad. He's looking pretty good for a veteran of his stature.
He is. I'll give him that.
We've been here for a while. Tex Thompson ain't nothing to truck with. I think that's where Wu-Tang got it from.
Yeah.
Tex is ready to go. The fans on his side. Tex loving it.
And Zack already looks irritated.
He did just take a second to jaw with the first row. Tex wants to hear it again.
Sarge awfully close to ringside. Sign guy needs to order him back a ways. All right, get a collar and elbow tie up. Tex goes right to that arm.
Tex obviously taking relish in a couple well-placed shots here to the back of Wyinners' rotator cuff.
Yeah, twisting away on that wrist lock, delivering the shots, but Zack Wyinners is going to reverse it and give him one of his own. Grabs it, rips her into her hammerlock. Tex trying to work his way over towards those ropes to grab the hold. Nice chain wrestling from Zack Wyinners. Goes into that side headlock. Tex trying to power out. Very nice. Zack not too pleased and doesn't look very impressed with Tex Thompson, but Tex looks like he wants to take the younger man in the ring to school. Goes in for the lockup. Zack gives him a boot to the midsection and starts raining blows down on the back of Tex Thompson.
Nice shot to the side of the head from Wyinners.
Give a series of kicks to the midsection of Tex Thompson. It's going to drop him down right into the corner.
Slowly wearing him down, just cut him down like a tree.
He's measuring Tex. Comes in, puts a big boot right to the side of the jaw of Tex Thompson. And he just followed through with that. He's going to drag Tex's limp body out into the center of the ring. Goes for the arrogant cover with the flex. Good for a 2 count, though. Now he's going for another cover here. He's got his leg draped across the throat of Tex Thompson. Sign guy's smarter than that, though. This isn't his first wrestling match he's refereed. Tex fighting back. Some shots to the midsection of Zack. Zack answers with a blow across the back. Looks like he's going for a big snap suplex here. Very nice.
Gets him up and over.
These fans out here don't have much respect for Zack Wyinners. Not very nice things to say.
Yeah, Wyinners doing his best to ignore him, but as he takes Tex Thompson over.
Wait, but Tex is right back up with a vengeance. Big clothesline on the part of Tex Thompson. Comes in with another one. He's measuring Zack. Nice arm drag.
I think Tex has about had enough here.
Comes in, double shot to, oh, and he gouges him right in the eyes. Sign guy's warning him. Tex says, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Tex doesn't look too worried about it. Yeah, exactly.
Draped Zack's leg over that middle rope. Kicked it right up into his ding-ding.
Tex just asked the crowd, yeah, and so what?
Looks like Tex is going to single out that leg of Zack Wyinners and try to create a weak spot.
Smart strategy, lug wrench. Take a wheel out.
Yeah, you can't walk, you can't wrestle. He's got the little Make-A-Wish pose here with Zack Wyinners' legs, asking the fans if he wants to go downtown there, but instead he just kind of spread that wishbone. We got the fans out here in the front row counting Zack Wyinners back in. Zack says he's had enough. He's heading back to the dressing room.
He might be done. It looks like he's taking a powder. Oh, Tex on his way to get him. Tex says nope, nope, nope.
Tex going to go back and retrieve Zack. Brings him in with a vengeance.
Throws him back in the ring.
There. Wow. I haven't seen this much fire in Tex Thompson's eyes in a while here at BCW. I think that flag thing really rubbed him the wrong way. You might be right, John Q. Maybe he does just look at Zack Wyinners and see Gregor Petrov. Meanwhile, Zack gets one over on Tex there. Lands him face first into the middle turnbuckle.
Wyinners is awful preoccupied with John with that one particular section of crowd. That might come back to bite him in the end. Tex isn't someone you turn your back on, and it just might not work out well.
Yeah, he's already turned his back on him once when he was John on him, and Tex was right on him like a rabid dog. Zack gonna go for another cover. Doesn't hook the leg, gets a 2 count. You got to hook that leg, especially with a man at the stature of Tex Thompson. He's been at this so long. Unless you've got him just knocked out and unconscious on that mat, you aren't going to get a pinfall on him unless you hook that leg. He'll find some way to kick out.
Waves of frustration coming off Wyinners. He's starting to breathe heavy too. I think he's starting to get a little bit frustrated here.
Tex Thompson looking a little worse for wear also as he gets choked out in the corner by Zack Wyinners. Zack gonna shoot Tex off. Tex reverses it into the turnbuckle, comes up with a short drop kick. Now see if Tex can get up quicker and capitalize on this. He might have something going here. He's calling for something. He's got that arm wrapped up, goes for the pinfall and gets it.
I don't even know what to call that. Some kind of cradle package, something. It doesn't matter. It worked.
That is correct.
Thompson!
Yeah, that was something I haven't seen out of Tex Thompson in a while here at BCW. Very, very impressive on the part of both men. But the victory is going to go to the Cowboy Tex Thompson on this one.
Cool, calm, and assured. Looks like he knew he was going to win the whole time. No doubt in Tex's mind the whole time.
That is correct. And the crowd has the USA chant going on, and Zack Wyinners is throwing a fit in the middle of the ring.
Once again, BCW, the winner of this match, Cowboy Tex Thompson!
Wyinners holding up his fingers as if to signify he was this close. I'm not sure who he's trying to convince, himself, the crowd, or Tex. But when Wyinners wakes up tomorrow, he can blame this loss and any aches and pains he may have on Petrov. I think that's who he has to thank for all of this.
Yeah, Tex definitely out to make a point. That is for sure. We can only imagine what's going to happen next week with that flag on a pole match versus Petrov. Oh, Zack grabbed one of the fans' beers off the front table on his way out.
He's going to drown his sorrows.
I think, sometimes I do things wrong, but I think I introduced that match right, because if you ask me, there was nothing wonderful about Zack Wyinners, that's for sure. All right, look at your programs. What's your program say for this next match? It says the Notorious PUG versus Lone Star, right? Huh? Well, is that what it says?
Actually, Lovejoy, it doesn't, because the card is all changed from what was on the program. Our matches have been, the order's been all jumbled around on it.
All right.
But what he's getting at is Pugsley, the Notorious PUG, wasn't able to make it here tonight. But we've got Draven Vargas standing in for him, which is actually his tag team partner in a team called High Five. They come from the one of the other local promotions here in the Northwest, DOA Pro Wrestling. And we've got Draven Vargas coming out to square off against Lone Star.
Last week, if we couldn't have the Notorious PUG, we might as well bring in a really good friend of his. So, Allie, let's bring him out.
Another individual you might not be familiar with, John Q. Draven Vargas. Him and his tag team partner, the Notorious PUG, they had a triple threat match against Jeff Cobb last week, but it really wasn't a triple threat because they're a functional tag team, and it turned into a handicap match. They were able to get the victory. It took both of them to get it, but they were able to pin Jeff Cobb and win the match.
ECW, here he is, Draven Vargas!
The Draven Vargas experience is also new to me, Logrange.
Yeah, I've seen this gentleman wrestle quite a bit around the Northwest. Well, you're in for a treat then, John Q.
And his opponent, he is one half of the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions. ECW, give it up for
I think you're right about Lovejoy. I think he gets that microphone in his whiskey every time he takes a drink. Seems to work worse and worse every week here at BCW. We got Lone Star, one half of the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champions, alongside his partner Tex Thompson.
ECW, once again, give it up for Lone Star. One fall with a 20-minute time limit.
And Lone Star will be facing Draven Vargas here. This should be interesting. I personally have never seen these two face each other. I'm sure they possibly could have crossed paths somewhere down the line. Fans got the high five chant going for Draven Vargas out here. Get a collar and elbow tie up. This could go either way. Draven goes for that wrist lock. Going to work on that arm of Lone Star. Lone Star is going to reverse it into a hammerlock, though. Very nice in the part of Lone Star. Draven trying to figure a way out of this. He's going to reverse it on Lone Star and right up into a side headlock. Very nicely executed. Oh, Lone Star says, "I got something for you there."
I haven't seen Lone Star give up size and weight advantages too many times here in BCW. Tonight is one of those times.
Oh, it is. Draven Vargas, no small man at all. Looks like Draven's calling for the test of strength. Wants the Roman knuckle lock here with Lone Star. I don't know Lone Star is going to go for that, though. Lone Star taking his time, making his decision. It looks like he's going to try it, though. Oh, he was just suckering him in for a high five. Lone Star got a kick out of that, I think. And the high five chants start again from the crowd. Oh, wait a minute. We got Keith Atkins out here at ringside taunting Lone Star with that belt. That's our newly crowned NWA Pacific Northwest Television Champion, Keith Atkins, and he is at ringside. Security is holding him back a ways, but he's out there taunting Lone Star with that belt, asking if he wants a shot at that belt.
Yeah, newly crowned champ and out here to let Lone Star know it.
Meanwhile, we got Draven Vargas going back to that arm of Lone Star, but Lone Star reverses it right into a nice side headlock. Draven's gonna shoot him off. Oh, and Lone Star comes in with a big shoulder.
Atkins fired up. He's walking around talking to the front row on every side of the ring, holding the belt up. He's out here to make a point as well.
Lone Star goes in behind Draven Vargas. Oh, Draven kind of just backs it up into Lone Star and knocks him right off. He's now Keith's still over there jawing it. He's jawing at Lone Star, trying to get in Lone Star's head. I don't think Draven Vargas wants Keith out here either.
I think Draven just noticed it for the first time.
Lone Star's going after Keith. Keith's going to hightail it out of there, though. Referee really should do something to get Keith out of here, but that's not my job, so.
Well, he hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, correct, he hasn't. Draven Vargas goes to work on the leg of Lone Star.
Well, a focus divided is never a good thing.
No, it is.
What's befalling Lone Star here tonight right now.
Yeah, any kind of distraction is not what you want when you're facing somebody the caliber of Draven Vargas. Draven working on that leg. Looks like he's got it figured forward. I can't quite tell from here. Their backs are to us. But he is not letting go. And meanwhile, Keith is right over there at ringside over that bottom. We're pretty much holding the belt over Lone Star's face. Now, Lone Star's got to be careful there. He gets his shoulders down there, kind of trying to rest from the pain he's in from this leg lock. And he could get himself counted out. Lone Star gets back to those ropes, though, and that's going to force the ref to break the hold. Lone Star favoring that leg a little, though.
Little ginger on that one ski.
That he is.
Draven getting the crowd worked up.
I think they're going to go for another collar elbow tie up here. Oh, Lone Star ducks and goes in for that leg.
Lone Star better use his brain here.
Drops an elbow in that leg and goes right back to that leg lock.
If that knee's starting to give him some problems, he wants to watch out. Draven's a big guy. Those shots hurt. They have a lot of weight, I'm sure, and have a cumulative effect.
Now Keith Atkins back up at ringside. Looks like he set his belt down somewhere. I hope he's not planning on interfering in this. That's not what Lone Star needs.
Some of the first row starting to get a little irritated with Atkins, too.
Did you see that boot to the face of Lone Star? This might be it, folks. Ooh, gets a 2 count. Draven Vargas back to that leg. He's got like a modified camel clutch now. Got that leg wrapped up as well. Ref asking Lone Star if he wants to give it up. I've never seen Lone Star quit, though.
Seems like Vargas is raising his guard. He's keeping an eye on Atkins himself.
Yeah, I don't think either man in the ring trust Keith Atkins at this point. Meanwhile, Vargas is not letting go of that camel clutch. Lone Star trying to get his arm up to get to that bottom rope, but he looks like he's a little too far away to get a hold of it. Oh, meanwhile, look, Keith's just going to go over there and sit and watch right on the apron, right next to where the action's going.
It's like he's watching it from his living room.
Best seat in the house right there for Keith Atkins. And back to Lone Star and Draven. Draven is just, he's wrenching on that camel clutch hard. Lone Star trying to work out of it. Now he's going to roll him over and go for a pin attempt. Gets a 2 count. Yeah, Draven Vargas is definitely distracted by Keith Atkins as well. Comes off the ropes, short splash. Gets another 2 count. He's asking the crowd if they want one more. He's going to come off the ropes for another one. Wait, nobody home that time. Lone Star gets enough in him to roll out of the way. He's still favoring that leg, though, from where he had it wrapped up in that camel clutch, and he is winded.
Seems like Lone Star is running on fumes. That might have been the Hail Mary right there just to get out of the way.
I think so. That's about all he had. Oh, wait a minute. Comes in with a big clothesline, though. Levels Draven Vargas and another one.
Adrenaline can make the human body do amazing things, Lugwrench.
That is true. 3 big clotheslines for Lone Star. He's measuring him for that super kick. There it is. Caught him right under the chin with that.
Timber. Big man goes down.
Lone Star needs to drag him out in the middle of the ring and go for the cover.
Yeah, but you just need to be able to plant one of those legs to drag a
going
big
back.
load
Wait a
like
minute.
Vargas.
Keith Atkins with a big shot to Lone Star's back when he went to come off the ropes. Lone Star is pissed. He's rolling out of the ring. I think he's going to go after Keith. He is. He's limping on that leg. He's favoring that back as well.
Atkins starting to backpedal a little bit now.
Lone Star has had enough. He needs to be careful. He's going to get himself counted out. He needs to pay attention to the referee here. Limping around on that leg. He's chasing Keith. I think the ref's up to 8 now. 9. You better get in there, Lone Star. That's it. That's a count out.
The winner of this match via count out, Draven Vargas.
Well, Draven got the W, but he doesn't look too happy either. He looks pretty disappointed. He's looking at Keith like, what the hell, you know? What are you doing out here in my match?
I think Vargas wanted a clean victory there.
Meanwhile, wow, Vargas and Lone Star have words, and I think Vargas looks like he's measuring Keith here. He's going after Keith. He's not happy with Keith Atkins. And wait a minute, here comes Lone Star around the other side. He's going to get pinned in. Now they're both going after Keith Atkins. Vargas and Lone Star are going to clean house. Meanwhile, Keith is hightailing it out of here, out the back. He is gone.
Atkins is out the door and on his way to the high ground.
I can't say I blame the man. They were not happy.
This match, Draven Vargas.
Vargas extending out his hand for a handshake. Show a good sportsmanship there in both the men's part.
Seems like they're agreeing to do this again on another day.
Yeah. They might have a little unfinished business in this match. Oh, Draven wanted the high five. He says, you aren't getting out of here without giving me a high five. And look at him dance.
Hey, Lone Star, look what I found laying around. Look what I found.
Oh, Keith left his belt out here.
I thought you might want to have that.
Oh, looks like Atkins might have beat feet a little too quick, forgot what was really important.
The last time I checked, possession's 9/10 of the law.
Lone Star's got that TV title in his hand.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall to see Atkins' face when he realizes that he made the getaway without the loot.
Lone Star sizing that up, see how it's going to fit him. He says it looks pretty good on him, don't it? Fans agree.
Oh, you don't rob the bank and break into the vault and then leave without the bullion.
That is correct.
Maybe he wants to come out and get it from you.
Oh, Lone Star going to lay it out there in the middle of the ring.
Hey, Keith, I don't know if you can hear us, but Lone Star has your belt in the middle of the ring. You might want to come get it.
Lovejoy's calling Keith out here. I wonder if Keith is going to respond to the challenge here.
I'm not sure if Atkins is still here.
Crowd yelling chicken.
Well,
Lone Star up on that top rope. He's waiting for Keith. He's calling Keith out. He says, you want your belt, come out and get it. But Keith Atkins is nowhere to be found.
I thought for sure I smelled molten rubber off the soles of his shoes as he left. And then the cloud dissipated. I was pretty sure he left.
Yeah, there was smoke coming off of those boots. He hightailed out of here like there was no tomorrow.
Well, Lone Star is contemplating what to do with his newfound fortunes.
The crowd's chanting, take the belt.
Oh, ground score for Lone Star. It's not every day someone just leaves 10 pounds of gold laying around.
That is true.
I think Lone Star enjoys the feel of that weight on his shoulder. He just kind of got a little bit of a sneer and an eyebrow flick when he looked back here.
They want you to have that belt.
Now, Lone Star just came out and said something to the referee here, or excuse me, sign guy did.
All right, once again, hey, BCW.
Sure, what's going on there?
Lone Star.
All right, if I'm not mistaken, folks, I believe we're going to go to intermission now. We still have 2 matches left, or semi-main and main.
Many of you know that on August 2nd, we're going to have a benefit show.
Oh, this is important stuff.
For a young man, and Kelly Schaefer is the man putting it together. Kelly, I'm going to bring you up right now, and I'm going to let you talk all about it.
See, See that kid in the front row over there, John Q. Second one in from him.
It didn't work for Tex.
Yes,
He needs a new heart.
Portland.
Oh, yeah, give me an oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah! All right, so check this out. I want to talk to you guys about strength, and I want to talk to you about courage real quick. Because we all face travesty in life, and why should you come help me and my friend when everybody else needs help? So I'm going to tell you something. Just before his marriage, Preston lost his little brother in a tragic accident. Just after that, he met the woman of his dreams, had the son of his dreams, tragically lost his wife in a heart transplant. Then, if that's not enough, Jess, wave your hand, Jess, so everybody can see him.
Oh, wait a minute. You can get louder than that. Make some noise!
So then the next thing you know, Jess has complications. And I've known Preston since 3rd grade. We go back a long, long time, when I wasn't such a nice guy. Not once, and I talked about this a little bit last week, but I just want to touch on it again. Not once has he said life ain't fair. Not once has he said, why me? When I was talking to him about Jess, and I said, man, you don't deserve this, he says, I'm just thankful that having gone through the same stuff with my wife, I now know what to do for my son. So I know what to do for his son too. So we're all going to come August 2nd, and not only that, but we're all going to bring somebody. And then hopefully, just hopefully, with all the extra power in the room, Jess will gain some strength, Preston will gain some strength, and maybe some of the good guys in the back will gain some strength, and we'll get rid of the dang faction. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it very much. We're going to have a poster coming out hopefully tomorrow. Please share the news August 2nd, 6 p.m. right here. Thank you.
Chess, 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 chess. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. All right. August 2nd. You know what? Talk to everybody you know. Get them out here. You don't know who's going to be on the card. There's guys coming together from everywhere to do this benefit show. You're going to see some crazy matches. You're going to see people from all over the place, I'm sure. Bring your friends, bring your family, talk it up, put it out on Facebook. I know that every time I get an update from Preston, I put it on my Facebook page. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see everything that's going on with them. All right? So August 2nd, please be here, 6 o'clock. Right now, we're going to go into intermission.
All right, August 2nd, you guys all need to be here. That's a great show for a great cause, and you don't know what talent's going to come together for that show. Whenever we have a charity event like that, somebody in need, you see all kinds of people coming out of the woodwork to come and help the cause. So we might have some special treats here, so you're not going to want to miss that one. We'll be back, folks. We still got 2 matches coming up. It's a no-holds-barred show for NWA Blue Collar Wrestling and KOUV Radio.
Come on down to Smack Dabs for some homemade gourmet stuffed burgers. Try some of our mouth-watering items, including Cajun pot stickers, Kansas City, fried pickles, bacon, sriracha beer battered onion rings, and much more. Our food is carefully prepared from our specially developed recipes, and we strive to provide you with an unforgettable gourmet burger experience. We invite you to come in today and see what wonderful things we have on our menu. You will be impressed, not only with our food, but our super fast and friendly service. Stop by, sit back, relax, as we take your taste buds to the moon with our twist on a favorite classic comfort food.
All right, folks, we're back. Looks like Lovejoy's called Sarge, and Tex Thompson and Lone Star are out here for some reason. Let's see what they got going on.
So, everybody, Let's get loud. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sarge Lone Star and Carly. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
So apparently it is Lone Star, the only wrestler we have here at NWA BCW that bears a striking resemblance to Chuck Norris's birthday. So big happy birthday to Lone Star.
I love it when we do that to people. All right. Bob, go get a drink so your mouth's busy. All right.
So I think we got our semi-main event coming up, folks.
You're mad because you didn't win anything. All right. All right. So, you know, I should have just left him out here. You know, but that's all right. Are you guys ready for another match?
No, not yet.
What?
No, not a match yet. You gotta hold on.
Wait a minute. Kevin Brandt's coming out here. It looks like he's got that television title belt.
You want to hit Kevin or you want a match? Oh, I know that belt.
No more drinks for you.
No more drinks for me. It's in my contract. I can drink.
All right, just a quick announcement. I'm tired of this Lone Star Keith Atkins crap.
Okay.
You know? So, yeah, I agree. So, you know, we've had falls here, falls there. We've had the best 2 out of 3 falls. But I want to do something different.
Okay.
I want to do the best 2 out of 3 matches.
Best 2 out of 3 matches.
That's right.
So we're going to run this over a couple weeks through 3, 4.
I got the dates right here.
Oh, you got the dates right there?
I had to write it down.
All right.
Older than you.
All right.
So, the best 2 out of 3 matches. The first one will be July 26th.
All right.
The second one will be August 16th.
Okay.
And if necessary, because one of them could win both matches,
right,
will be August 30th. And whoever wins is the undisputed Pacific Northwest Television Champion.
All right. So that's July 26th.
July 26th.
August 16th.
That's right.
And if needed, August 30th. Uh-oh.
Here's Atkins coming to give some input.
Keith doesn't look happy about this.
You are the champion, but I don't have to clear anything with you.
All right, so let me get this straight. Best 2 out of 3 matches.
Matches, not falls, matches.
Matches, and they are, what did you say those dates were?
The dates you'll be here or you'll be fired.
July 26th.
August 16th.
August 16th.
And if necessary, August 30th.
Okay, but I beat him twice. I don't even have to worry about August 30th.
Right, but if he beats you twice, you don't have the belt.
I'm the champion. He has to beat me twice. And until then, I don't have to defend the belt to anybody because you're saying this takes precedence.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
But until then, I'm the champion. You give me my damn belt.
Oh.
So apparently Keith is he's saying he's going to agree to fight that best of 3 matches for the title, and he doesn't feel that he has to defend that title within that time frame.
Since Keith Atkins is already here, let's go ahead and get the next match because Keith Atkins is in the next match. And yes, I know this is a non-title match. I know. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out Keith's opponent. This is one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Did they use a conch shell in production?
I've said this many times.
There's a fan in the back that's got a big horn.
Back to BCW to set things straight. Maybe tonight he's going to set things straight with Keith Atkins. BCW! Give it up for Dancing Tommy Celsius!
Look at the way this guy dances, John Q. He is probably the best dancer we have here at BCW.
Well, it's all in the name. The one and the only, Dancing Tommy Celsius.
The guy has some moves, I'll tell you what.
And he's working them moves right now.
He is oozing the groove. Look at that.
Oh.
The fans love Tommy C, and they want him to dance.
Well, he was kind of doing a inverted, modified half cabbage patch with a twist for a second, but...
It's going to take some time here.
Come on, BCW.
Sit out and greet the fans in the front row.
For Tommy Celsius!
This is a non-title match because Keith refuses to defend that title if he's going to be defending it against Lone Star. Well, let's see if Tommy C's got something for the champ.
Once again.
If he's able to get a pinfall on Keith here, I think that'd put him in line for a shot after Lone Star at that title.
Oh, Dancing Tommy Celsius definitely has his dancing shoes on.
You know, I was telling my broadcast partner, Mason Storm, last week, I'd like to see him in a dance-off against Draven Vargas. You know, determine who the true dancing champion here at BCW is. Who has the best moves? You know, I was favoring Draven Vargas, but then sometimes I see Tommy come out and some of the moves he puts down. I mean, it'd be a close one. It'd be a really close one, John Q. Sign guy checking over Tommy C. Tommy C is going to check over sign guy.
Is that crushed velvet?
I believe it's velour. I'm not quite sure.
He's got his dancing shoes and his dancing outfit on, and now the bell rings. Keith Atkins steps out of the corner, and it is time to dance.
Tommy getting the crowd fired up here. And Keith doesn't look impressed by it at all. I don't even know that Keith wants to be out here wrestling this match. He's got a lot on his mind with that best of 3 that's just been laid on him by the commissioner. Tommy goes in for the collar and elbow lockup. He's trying to back Atkins back, goes right in, nice side headlock. Atkins trying to get him on the ropes there, shoots him off. Comes in, both men go for a shoulder block, and neither of them are moving. It's like a meeting of 2 brick walls there. Keith definitely has a little size advantage on Tommy C. Tommy tries again, no prevail. Now he's telling Keith, come off and give me one. Neither men seem to want to give here in this shoulder block department. Telling Keith, give him another one. Comes off again.
Bell bottom?
Those are bell bottoms, Sean Q.
These are fantastic.
They're pretty fabulous. Ducks the clothesline. Ducks another clothesline. Tommy C's coming in with a lot of speed. He takes Keith right over with that shoulder. He's going to scoop up Keith. What's he going for, a body slam here? Got a nice delayed body slam. Drops him over. Very nice. Tommy measuring Atkins. Comes up for that drop kick.
Keith gonna head for the outside and catch a breather, try and slow things down a second.
Taking that proverbial timeout outside the ring. He's got to the count of 10, administered by our referee sign guy.
Atkins isn't in too big of a hurry to get back in there.
Atkins going to take his time. He'll use all that 10 count he can. This doesn't look good for Tommy C. Slingshots him right off that top rope. He's going to go in for a quick cover. Doesn't hook the leg. Gets a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more than that to put Tommy C away, that's for sure. Keith's going for this. Ooh, short snap suplex. Very nice. Keith looking for fan approval, but he doesn't get much out of the fans here at BCW. Back to work with a couple blows across the back of Tommy C. He's going to scoop Tommy up, but no, he's going down. Goes for a cover, but he's kind of choking him there. He's going to jaw with sign guy. I can't see because it's blocked my vision, but I believe he's choking him with his boot.
Veteran tactic there, Logrange. Wily veteran tactic.
Got to do what you got to do. That's why the man's the champ. He's going to scoop Tommy C back up here. Backs him into the corner. Gives him a stiff forearm to the side of the jaw, and then just starts raining those closed fists into the side of the head. Comes back in. He's going to give him a shot across the back. Shoot him off into the ropes. Oh, very nice clothesline on the part of the champ. Now, the arrogance that Keith Atkins displays, though, could be a bad thing. He really needs to follow up on those moves instead of showboating after he does something, you know, get in there, follow it up with another move or a quick pin attempt.
If he's not careful, he could allow a quick opening for Tommy Celsius to dance right back into this thing.
Oh, exactly. And just like I said at the beginning, it's, you know, if Tommy gets a pinfall over Keith on this, that'd move him right up the ladder here at BCW. Keith's going to shoot Tommy off again. Very nice. Oh, gets about a 2 3/4 out of that. Tommy looking a little worse for wear at this point. Keith's going to come up, add insult to injury, and put his boot across his throat and spit on him.
How do you get spit out of crushed velour like that?
Yeah, and that wasn't called for. That's it's very poor sportsmanship on the part of Keith Atkins.
Well, it's just unsanitary, Logrange. It's just plain unclean.
It is. Meanwhile, Tommy C draped lifeless over that second rope. Keith choking him, going to come in, drop a leg across the back of his neck. He's trying to get up here. There he goes. Tommy C trying to mount an offense. Fighting back against Keith. Both men are changing blows. But the advantage kind of goes to Atkins here. Going to scoop up Tommy. What's he going for here? Can't quite see. Tommy's fighting back, though. A couple of closed fists to the side of the head of Keith. And one big one for good measure there. Going to put him face first into the turnbuckle. It's up to 5 of them. 10 shots into the turnbuckle, and Keith's head keeps going.
I think he actually got about 12 and a half out of that.
Yeah, he did. A few self-inflicted by Keith. Measures Atkins, comes in with a stiff clothesline. Kind of caught him in the side of the face with that as Keith was turning as Tommy came at him. Tommy working on dragging Keith out into the center of the ring. Looks like he's going for the figure 4 leg lock here. Nice old school wrestling maneuver. Don't see that much anymore. Referee sign guy asking Keith Atkins if he wants to give up. Keith's trying to find a way out of this. If he could roll over, he could actually reverse the pressure on that hold, and Tommy Celsius would be in trouble, but I don't know he's got enough to roll over.
He needs to figure something out, or else the bell bottom's got him.
That's true. Keith trying to get over towards that bottom rope. Oh, there he goes. Reaches out and grabs that rope.
He's got it.
Sign guy forces Tommy C to break that hold. But the damage might already be done to those legs of Keith Atkins. Tommy's measuring him. He needs to go into those legs. And, a rake to the face by Keith. Keith's having none of it.
Swoosh.
Very nice snap suplex on the part of Keith Atkins.
Hear that velour cut the air.
Going for another cover. Doesn't hook the leg and only gets a 2. You got to hook that leg, Keith. Wait a minute. He's unwrapping the wrist tape now. Blatant choke right in front of sign guy with that wrist tape.
Didn't even try to hide it.
He's got to the 5 count to break that. Sign guy really should unwrap that tape and take it from him. I'm sure Keith will be using it again. He's going to put the boots to Tommy C in the meantime. Big stiff shot to the side of the head of Tommy C. Another one. Tommy's not going down, though. Go number 3. Number 3 staggers him back some more. And he takes him down with that clothesline right across the neck. Now he's going to get up and stand on his chest. Look at the aggression of Keith Atkins. This ruthless. Takes holding that title very seriously, John Q.
Tommy C down on the outside.
Fans are trying to rally Tommy C back in. They're banging on the tables, getting him pumped up. Tommy's going to roll back in before the 10 count.
He's punch drunk, definitely a little wobbly on his feet.
Meets a double axe handle by Keith. Keith goes for the cover, and he's actually hooking the leg this time, but they're too close to the ropes, and Tommy gets that leg over the bottom rope. Keith scoops him back up. Nice European uppercut. Working on that neck of Tommy C.
Both his hands just wrapped around the neck. Kind of moves on to a headlock.
Yeah,
no,
he's got that tape. He always likes to use that tape. That's trademark Keith Atkins. Sign guy sees it though and gives him a 5 count. I'd say most of this match has been advantage Keith Atkins. Scoops Tommy C up for another body slam. He's going to go for another arrogant pin attempt. Gets a 2 count. We're 10 minutes into this match, 20-minute time limit.
Courtesy of Lovejoy.
Tommy C ducks one, but not 2 clotheslines, and comes back with one of his own and levels Keith Atkins.
But he went down too.
Very nice on the part of Tommy C. Now, if he can muster up enough energy to get over here and capitalize on this, but I think the damage has already been done to Tommy C with all that choking. Looks very winded at this point. He's rolling Keith over, going to go for a pin attempt. Lays over the top of Keith, gets a 2 out of it, but Keith gets that arm up. He's going to try again. He's rolling over him again. Gets another 2 count. I don't know that Tommy even has enough energy to hook that leg if he wanted to. Keith is biting on the face of Tommy C now.
I think Atkins has thrown the rule book out the window some time ago here.
Oh, yeah. Keith doesn't like to play by the rules very often, that's for sure.
I think he wants to end it right here.
Keith's saying it's all done. He's got that wrist tape again. Choking Tommy C, but Sign Guy's onto it. You can sometimes you go to the well one too many times.
No, he's not fooling anyone. The whole first row over there saw it. They all started yelling at him. I think everyone here is about pretty fed up with Atkins.
Another double axe handle to Tommy. Another one. Big stiff shot to the side of the head. Another one.
You got to admire, well, you don't have to. I kind of admire Atkins' tactics, or at least his unwillingness to cut anything out of the rule book.
True. Whatever you got to do to win, that's what matters. Tommy C, meanwhile, musters up enough energy, gives Keith a stiff shot, knocks him on his back. And this is where he needs to move in and capitalize.
Tommy C trying to recover, moving kind of gingerly. Seems it's a little bit, not out on his feet, but out of sorts anyways. Oh, conference with Sign Guy.
He's using Sign Guy to hold him up. He's looking like he's going to get schoolboyed right here. Wait a minute. That looked a little low on the part of Keith Atkins.
I think he got schooled in the boys right there.
Yeah, he did. He schooled Tommy's boys very well there. This might be it for Tommy C. 3. That's it, folks. Put a fork in him.
NWA Pacific Northwest Television Champion.
Well, you can hear what the crowd thinks of that lug wrench.
Yeah, crowd not too happy with the result. Valiant effort by Tommy Celsius.
Didn't get a whole lot of dancing in tonight, and I don't know if he's going to do any more after the event here.
Yeah, he gave it his best, but it wasn't quite enough to stand up to the champ. That's why that man right there is our NWA Pacific Northwest Television Champion. I think we got one more match coming up after this, which would be our main event of the evening.
Atkins giving the crowd the chance to tell him what they think and taking the opportunity to tell them how he feels about that.
Pacific Northwest Television Champion, Keith Atkins.
Tommy's seeing bad shape over there. Security trying to help him from the ring. Wow, what a match.
WCW, give it up for Tommy Celsius.
Great response from the crowd for Tommy Celsius. The security helps him back to the locker room area. And I think that's going to bring us into our main event of the evening.
All right, are you guys ready for the main event? All right, you know what I call the main event. I always call it party time. So it's time to party here at BCW. This is your main event of the evening. Now, originally, when this match was set up, it was a non-title match. But guess what? The powers be has decided that the championship is on the line.
The power be.
All right.
That would be Kevin Brandt.
Our main event tonight will be for the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. Are you guys ready to get it started? Come on now, make some noise. Are you ready? All right, Allie, let's bring out the challenge. He's straight out of the hills of Appalachia. He's going solo tonight. No Paul Moonshine to come out with him. BCW, give it up for LB Moonshine!
We got LB Moonshine out here all solo. No Paul Moonshine in his corner, and his brother JB absent from the building as well.
Holy cow.
He's got a big ass flask, John Q. I can only imagine that's full of moonshine. Or something of equivalent proof that would probably power your automobile.
Actually, you noted that LD's here by himself today. I actually saw on social media, if you want to know about the rest of the Moonshiners, Moonshiners are actually the brand new Spokane Anarchy Wrestling Tag Team Champions as of about 2.5 hours ago.
Oh, wow.
LB Moonshine!
Maybe LD can win the belt too. Could be a nice day all over the Northwest for Moonshiners and gold. There's gold in them, there are Northwest Hills, Logrange.
There you go. LB Moonshine, actually one of my favorite talents here at BCW. When I started here at BCW, LB was just getting into the business, just starting wrestling, and over the last year and a half, he's probably the most improved wrestler I've seen in the Pacific Northwest period. Very, very entertaining to watch, and look, he's got that moonshine. So this might be a pretty good match here. It might be a tall order to fill for Bad Blood to retain that title.
Now coming to the ring is champion.
And these two aren't strangers.
CW.
By no means. Bad Blood and LB have went toe-to-toe in a hardcore match in another promotion down south a while back that was a hell of a match from what I heard. And
your NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion. Here he is, Bad Blood.
so I'm sure LB's he's learned a lot since then, and like I say, he's faced the champ before on a few different occasions. So maybe this time he's ready to give him a run for that gold.
BCW, your NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, the Ghetto Heisman, Bad Blood.
Impressive ring entrance by the Ghetto Heisman.
They don't call him the best in the Indies for nothing, John Q.
Is for the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship. It is one fall with a 60-minute time limit. One fall with a 60-minute time limit.
He's held that belt for over 200 days now. Same belt held by numerous legends in the Northwest wrestling scene. Bad Blood calling for the test of strength with LB right off the bat, but I don't know LB's going to go for it.
I think I saw LD hit that flask before the bell rang. He might have some of that shine power going on right now. Bad Blood might want to rethink his test of strength. He might have that. Might have that super juice going.
Short drop kick from Bad Blood, and I don't think LB's too happy about it. Yeah, you give them moonshiners a little bit of that shine, and you never know what's going to happen. Look at LB, Bad Blood on the offensive, but LB's ready for him. He's right there. Advantage Blood so far here in the match. Got the LB sucks chant from the crowd. Kind of not normal here. The champ, you know, even though he bends the rules, he is the champ, and he seems to have a hell of a fan following here. And right now, the champ says he's done with LB. I'm just going to go back in the dressing room. I don't have to wrestle this match. And of course, if he loses by a count out, the belt does not change hands, as it can on a count out or a disqualification. Referees up to 5, 6. Blood's got to the 10 count to make it back into the ring.
Crowd is into this main event tonight, Lugwrench.
They are, John Q. LB just looks poised and ready. Collar and elbow tie up. Bad Blood goes behind. Nice arm drag from Blood. And Blood just brushes it off like, look at me. I'm just going to throw LB off like yesterday's trash. And I think it's kind of getting under LB's skin a little. Very nice in the part of LB, and he's back up and ready to fight.
Oh, Bad Blood's ready for a little break and a smooth cool down and a breather here.
I think LB's trying to get in the champ's head a little there. Oh, look at that. Oh, a little show of disrespect from Blood, but LB answers. He ain't taking nothing from the champ.
Hey, you don't slap a man in the face, whether he's a country boy or a man from the hood. A man doesn't get slapped in the face. This is about to heat up.
They were exchanging blows there 1-for-1 until Blood went for that eye gouge. Now he's got LB outside going for the suicide dive through the ropes and ends up right into the front row tables.
Blood's fired up.
You come, some fan yelled he spilled his nachos. That's the thing at BCW. You sit in that front row, sometimes you get your money's worth. Looks like LB is going to go face first into the table. But now LB's fighting back now. He's fighting back on Blood. He gives him another shot. Blood slaps it. Blood ain't taking none of it from him, but LB ain't taking it without a fight. Bad Blood's got that leg. Oh, low blow. Mason Storm and I usually keep a low blow counter, John Q. I didn't acknowledge it earlier, but I think we're up to 2 or probably 3 low blows by now. We usually have numerous low blows here at BCW every Sunday night.
Yeah, the stakes is high, the chips is down, and people play dirty sometimes.
That is true. Meanwhile, we got a big chop by Blood, but LB trying to fight back again, coming in with those forearms. And Blood goes right back to that rake of the face. Another big chop, laces LB and almost sends him into the tables at ringside. Meanwhile, we got all the fans in the front row grabbing their beverages to keep them from getting spilled. LB eats the table face first.
That front row on the west side of the ring has had quite the interaction. Now on the south side.
Yeah, Blood's asking which fans, which table you want me to put LB's head into. And meanwhile, he just shoves him out here into the second row seating. Goes back and gets huge fan approval from the crowd over the side.
Crowd on the west side of the ring definitely loves Bad Blood tonight. Maybe there is people west side.
I think that's the south side, Mason Storm. The way we're pointing. West is Snack Bar. East is behind us. Meanwhile, LB gets a cover, hooks the leg, and gets a 2 count in the champ. LB gonna shoot the champ off. Big elbow. Champ's a little winded. LB's moving in to capitalize. Nice short drop kick in the champ. LB is fired up. Got the champ outside on the floor.
Riding a bit of a high right now.
He is now. I know LB doesn't bend the rules much, but he needs to get out there and go to town on Blood and capitalize on the weak spot he's created. There he goes.
Might have just been taking a second to catch his breath.
Comes off with a double axe handle across the back of the champ and sends him back down to the floor. Oh, nice big European uppercut. Staggers the champ. Champ's fighting back, though. Was that another low blow?
I'm going to call that the Cartman shot. Squaw in the nuts. Oh, Bad Blood hit him with the Cartman.
Now Bad Blood's measuring LB. Could this be a super kick? Oh, he blocked that super kick. Comes in with some elbows and forearms. And the champ eats the tables face first. LB rolls him back into the ring. Here he comes. Oh, the champ caught him. Got him with that right in the ding-ding with them ropes as he was coming in.
That was the third or fourth shot to the bees this match. LD, and he's going to walk gingerly for a week. And, you know, I don't think there's going to be a Christmas card coming from LD's girlfriend to Bad Blood.
I doubt that. Not going to be any new moonshiners anytime in the future either. Champ climbing the ropes, gets up to the second floor. He's measuring the moonshiner. Very, very nice.
Very impressive front somersault.
But the champ goes for that arrogant cover. He needs to hook that leg. There he goes. He's still not hooking that leg.
A little bit of lack of respect shown to Mr. Moonshine there on the part of Bad Blood.
Both men a little worse for wear at this point, the champ and LB.
It's been quite the slugfest.
Yeah, LB putting up a hell of a fight to the champ. Champ drags him down, puts him face first into the ring apron. That's the hardest part of that ring. Virtually no give. Lands LB outside, and the champ is in pursuit here. He's going to roll LB back in and use those ropes. Going to choke him over that second rope. Uh-oh, I think he's going to kick him in the face. John Q. Oh! Big knee right under the chin of LB. Now the champ's climbing the ropes. He's up. Oh, no. Goes down, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Gets another two, probably 2 2/3. I don't think the champ was expecting this much work coming into this match to put LB away. Very, very impressive on the part of LB Moonshine. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, LD eats a boot from Bad Blood while he's trying to get up. Oh, reversal.
Goes over the top. Oh, ducks that clothesline from LB. There's another one. That was really low. Oh, look, LB catches a foot. Says, no, ain't going to happen this time. Moonshiner's got the fans behind him. He's got the champ in a face lock rolling around on the mat there. Not sure quite what LB's trying to do. He's got him over next to the apron. He's going to scoop up the champ. He's asking the fans. Parading blood around. There it is. Way too close to the ropes, though. And I think LB might have caught some of that as well. Wait, here comes Keith Atkins. John Q, look at this. The hell's going on here?
Seen Atkins down at ringside several times, not counting his own match tonight. He seems to have a lot to say about everybody else's business.
Meanwhile, the champ's able to get his leg over that bottom rope and stop LB from gaining the pinfall. LB's got him again. Keith's distracting the referee. LB's had enough of this. He goes after Keith. Wait a minute. It's a boot from Bad Blood. Here comes the Kurt. Wait. Shining Wizard. Very nice. 187. I think it's all over, folks. That's it.
The winner of this match, and still your NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Champion, Bad Blood.
Well, young LB comes out and puts on a fight and a show every time. Fights hard, gives it everything. Tonight, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, that he does. I don't think I've seen anybody take the champ as far as LB has tonight. I mean, that was a hell of a match. Definitely one of the shining talents here at BCW. Bad Blood having a little drink of beer from one of the fans. Well, there you have it, folks. LB's got his moonshine. He's going to have a swig of that to get himself re-energized here. Wow.
A little bit of beverage therapy there for LD.
Hey, sometimes you got to have that booze to get you going. Got the crowd chanting LB. They love the Moonshiners here at BCW. All right, that was a hell of a main event, folks. We're going to get out of here. It's hot and it's getting late. And DJ Lugrange has plans early in the morning. So we'd like to thank Smack Dabs, Patty's Home Plate, Malibu's Bar and Grill for helping us out and making this possible. And this has been the No Holds Barred Show with John Q. Rapsalot and DJ Lugrange. You got anything to say, John Q? You've always got something very enlightening to say. I can't believe that you would be silent at this moment.
Well, we've got Bad Blood and Atkins coming back to the ring.
What's going on here? We got a fan? What is that? Is that Zack Wyinners? I can't tell. I think that's Zack Wyinners.
I think you're right, Lugrange.
Got Zack Wyinners out here, John, with no, that ain't Zack Wyinners. That's a fan. Got a fan out here, John, with blood. Wow. All right, folks. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. It's been the No Holds Barred Show for NWA Blue Collar Wrestling. We'll see you next week, folks.